Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and it is once again time for us to do our RPGCrate unboxing of the month. Now this month's theme was All That Glitters, so we can expect some gold, a t-shirt, some Tales from a Bloody Bucket that will be related to gold in some way. But yeah, let's just go ahead and crack right into this sucker. First up, on the top, we got our postcard of information that tells us what we got. And it also includes the theme. Like I said, it is All That Glitters. Next up, we got a little bag with something inside of it. Now, the first box I opened was January, and that had jewels in it. So I'm thinking these might be gold coins. I don't know. Actually, it's a new set of Chessex dice. That's cool. Last month's box actually had Chessex dice too, but they were just kind of loose in the box, which was kind of funny. These are the black, gold with silver polyhedral set, which is rather thematically appropriate considering that it is glitters. So that's cool. Fresh set of dice. I always need new dice, especially when I'm introducing new players to the game. And I like getting little dice pouches like this. They can be useful for all sorts of fun little things. Next in the box, we've got a mini. This is by Kobold Press and Effin' Cool Miniatures. Now, Effin' Cool Miniatures has been a part of this box the last couple of times I did it. First one was a djinn. Second one was some sort of carrion crawler creature. So this is a Gilded Devil from the Tome of Beasts. Now, if you remember, last month's box actually came with the Tome of Beasts, a collection of monsters and creatures from the Pathfinder edition. So this is a monster from that book. So that's pretty cool. Next up, we've got the t-shirt, which says, "All that glitters is not gold," as well as Adventurers Wanted. Considering that the Gilded Devil has a gold trick involved in one of its powers, that's pretty thematically appropriate as well. Next up, we have the Tales from the Bloody Bucket. These ones seems to detail a thief that stole soul gems from a devil and is now being hunted. The characters either step in to try and prevent the thief from having his soul stolen by the devils, or the thief comes to them for help to collect a great reward to try and pay back the devil. And overall, it seems like an interesting tale. Personally, it's not really my sort of flavor. I tend to not have things happen in the town, like a devil taking over the jail cells, as happens in the climax of this adventure. But it seems like a fine enough addition to the adventures that I already have, as well as detailing a blacksmith for Three Rivers Ford, which I'm, of course, always a fan of. Next up, we have this book. This is The Lost Lands Stoneheart Valley. Now, it is unfortunately a Pathfinder game from Necromancer Games and Frog God Games. As you already know from previous videos, I am not a Pathfinder runner. However, this book does have one really major thing that I am looking forward to reading about. On the back, they detail the 3 adventures that are included in this set to take the characters from level 1 to level 8. And right in the center, the second adventure is called The Crucible of Freya. Now, those of you who are Colville fans, because of course you are, how else did you find me? Matt Colville mentions in his Sandbox video the Crucible of Freya being one of the 6 adventures that he steals to seed throughout his world. There's the Hamlet original adventure, like the classic original adventure. The Crucible of Freya, a Dungeon Delves tower. Keep on the Shadowfell, but that's usually reserved for level 6. Caves of Chaos, and one other adventure that's unfortunately slipping my mind right now. Most of those adventures I have found. Some of those adventures I have run. Crucible of Freya is one that I could never find because it's a Pathfinder adventure. The fact that I now have access to it, whether by accident or the grace of God or whatever you want to call it, is awesome. And I am totally looking forward to taking that adventure, finding out what makes it tick, and stealing just all of the stuff from it. So that's really cool. This also includes a really detailed starting village by the name of Fairhill, as well as maps, which I am a huge fan of, as you can tell by the giant assortment of maps right back here. Anyways, yet another hard tome to come along with all of the other stuff. And last but not least, foam, which of course is absolutely great, especially considering that I'm planning on transporting a bunch of my miniatures halfway across the country for a comic convention coming up soon. So, that was April's All That Glitters box. Now, some closing thoughts that I wanted to have with this. Looking over this box, it is very reminiscent to last month's box. We've got dice, a t-shirt, Tales from the Bloody Bucket, an Effin' Ghouls miniature, and a hardcover tome from a Pathfinder edition. As interesting as I found a lot of the stuff, unfortunately, this feels like a repeat, and I'm not really sure I enjoyed it as much as I would have last time. Because of that, this will probably be the last RPGCrate unboxing for a while. I'm going to put my subscription on hold and try and figure out whether or not this is something I'm interested in continuing. So, next month, I'm planning on trying out a different subscription service called Dungeon Crate. It seems to be a little bit more D&D 5th edition focused, which is where my focus as a DM lies. And I will come back to the Tales from the Bloody Bucket at some point, maybe. So those are my closing thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope seeing what the contents of what these boxes are has been enlightening for you. Just because I don't find it interesting enough to justify the cost does not mean you should not. Like I said, the first couple of boxes, the Tales from the Bloody Bucket itself, some of these miniatures, the dice, have been really cool. I've really enjoyed a lot of the stuff that's come out of it. It's just, it's not holding up to how much it costs. So I'm going to be putting this on hold, taking a look at a slightly different option to see what they can provide. If you guys find it interesting, then please, by all means, go down into the doobly-doo below, find the link for RPGCrate, and start your own subscription. Let me know what you guys get in the next couple of boxes. Make me regret my decision, please. Tell me what you find. But that's my closing thoughts on this subject. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Keep an eye out. Campaign diaries are still ongoing. I think we're getting close to when things actually start being interesting and people will watch them. And until next time, I hope you all have a lovely day. And until I see you again, take care.